Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here. Welcome to my review, or my 2-episode reviews, which I do apologize. Well, you already know the reason why, that the last one's pretty much late, but don't worry, don't fret. I have finally caught up with both episodes 3 and 4 of My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero for Japanese translations. First, let's just get episode 3 out of the way, because it's a very simple, straightforward episode, but it becomes with actual satisfying, awesome results. First, we have episode 3 when it comes to IZUKU'S training with All Might. Now, this dude trained with All Might for over 10 months to do a lot of physical chores, like clean up a lot of stuff off the beach, run like a whole bunch of miles per hour. Now, it's not it's basically simple training, but to the extreme. Like, think of it as like, Rock Lee and Might Guy, pretty much, how the way they pretty much trained back in Naruto. This is pretty much sort of like the similar situation with Izuku and All Might. So it kind of, makes sense with those similarities. Now, it's not like anything like One Punch Man. It's not like Saitama, where he basically had like no AC, no heat, and he basically just ran over like 1,000 kilos and stuff like that. Like, it's not anything ridiculous like that. It's like 10,000 push-ups, 100 push-ups, or whatever the hell it was exactly from what I remember. It's a little bit more similar to Saitama's, but not as much, because it's not like so basic, because there's a catch to it. Unlike Saitama, because Saitama pretty much did it for so many, how many more years, he became a godlike figure. However, with Izuku, he's only trained for 10 months. So he's not on that Saitama level just yet. He's only been training for 10 months with All Might. And then on his day where he was finally able to go to the actual exam, he actually had a little present for Izuku to swallow the hair of All Might's power to actually gain the CORK, to gain his CORK one for all. And because of that, he is going to use it to his advantage to actually go into the exam site. So that's pretty much the first episode in a nutshell. And then at the end of the episode, we see he finally reaches there. He gets a little bit nervous. There is some funny moment where, he trips over. Then we get introduced to this girl named Uchihaku, which is actually kind of like, I guess you could think of her as like, compare it to like the Hinata from Naruto, how she pretty much sees that he's kind of like determined, even though, unlike Naruto though, Izuku's kind of much of a klutz. So because of that, he pretty much almost tripped over, like, like on the ground pretty much, while he was just like, he was a bit nervous. But then all of a sudden we see Ochaku pretty much use her powers, and it's some kind of levitation ability or something like that. I don't understand it too well. It kind of looks like it takes a toll a bit of her on her body, because we can tell, like, while she's struggling to use it, she looks like she's kind of about to like puke. So it's like she's kind of trying to get used to her powers, but it's like, I guess she is kind of like Izuku, like similar in a way, how like she's not really used to her CORK as much either. You can tell that she was pretty much struggling, and not to mention, she was the one that Izuku had to save in the next episode, which I'll talk about it. So basically, when it comes to the last episode for episode 3, it was pretty much just like this big setup, like this whole training montage of Izuku, of him getting the powers of the one for all. And that's pretty much when it comes down to it. So we see that. I give it about a 4.5 out of 5. It was great and all, but mainly it was just like a very too simple, pretty much. And it, like in the end though, it was pretty much just like a really cool montage, just to like gain his ability. Oh, actually no, correction, no. Actually, yeah, about 4.5, because basically it was just more like setup than anything else. Because we did find out at the end that, also I forgot to mention too, the instructor pretty much, gives out, like, explains how the exam is actually done, where there's like a location of the actual city that they're in. It's not actual real city, it's like a virtual reality thing, where basically like each of them has like their own set of monsters and stuff, and you have to get enough points, and whoever gets enough points, from villain points is what they call it, you can actually get like a lot of points, you move on, and you get to go to the next part of the exam. So that's pretty much the focus lies on the next episode as we go to episode 4, which definitely, oh my god, really exceeded my expectations. This was fucking hype. Oh my god. When Izuku pulled the Saitama, one punch! Punch, but except it's not called One Punch though. It's called Smash. Like, you know how like All Might has the Texas Smash, the Detroit Smash. He pretty much names like all his Smash attacks. And no, I'm not talking about Captain Falcon's Falcon Punch like Smash attacks, but you know, that'd be cool though. I mean, that again, but all this smashing, you'd think he'd probably play a lot of Smash Bros. Like, think about, you know, he got his up B, his down B, so yeah, I know, sorry, I play a little bit too much Smash Brothers, but you pretty much get what I'm saying from that. So, anyways, like, all the smashes, you know, they're named after states. However, Izuku just got this power just recently, and again, he's not technically used to it yet, so he can only do pretty much one for now. And he does it in the One Punch Man style and just destroys the entire fucking giant-ass fucking robot enemy because, we see, Akako is pretty much, you know, trapped. Like, she pretty much is, like, just, like, there because she kind of, like, she's kind of, like, on the ground because I guess she was weak from using her powers too much and she's, like, about to get crushed. So it turns out because the reason, okay, the way they explain how his powers actually work is the power when it comes to saving someone that's actually in a lot of trouble. So that's pretty much how he's able to pick up and move to actually move on his own to actually get his cork working. Kind of like he did back in episode 2, how pretty much even though he didn't have no cork back then, his legs moved on his own while he saw one of his longtime friends that he knew back in the day was about to die. So we say that he just moved on his own just to save him, even though he was powerless. But this time around, he's got the cork, and oh man, is that fist really fucking cool though. I like the way that it just pumps up and shit. So it looks like we're going to see kind of more of that, you know, within the future. It's going to be really cool. Definitely can't wait to see that. So we do get to see that, well, yes, he did get 0 points on the actual exam. I forget what's his face. I think his name is Tenya, I think. The dude with the glasses. I believe that dude is going to be the one that has like the engine motorcycle gear costume, I think. I think that's going to be that same person because we did see him in the opening, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be that dude who is going to be that motorcycle speed freak guy. I've read about his profile and he does look like a pretty cool character. But I really want to see this one dude called Shoto, which looks like really impressive. He looks badass. I like his design. So hopefully we get to see him quite soon. But yeah, Akako, you can obviously compare it to Hinata. She's pretty much just like that version is like Hinata. Izuku is pretty much a more clumsier version of Naruto. And to be honest, he is more smarter. He's not an idiot like Naruto. So there is a difference. He's a more smarter version of Naruto when it comes to Izuku, because a lot of people compare this series a lot to like Naruto in a way, except, you know, not ninjas, it's all basically superheroes, but, you know, that's pretty much what we're getting here. Even though the animation style is more of Soul Eater, but it's still cool though. So that's pretty much what happens, is that even though he got 0 points on that, he did get a thing called rescue points, which was really incredible amount of scores. He got over 60 points on that part. And I believe Akako, I believe she got like 45 points if I'm not mistaken. So both of them passed. So they both passed with that. And the way they actually hyped it up, the way they actually set this whole thing up, like with the emotions, it did really hit me a bit, especially because, like, you know, it's a lot of drama when it comes to this. It's a completely different setback when it comes to series like, you know, One Punch Man and, you know, etc. It's completely different. And I did say I was going to give this series about 4 episodes in, and if I didn't like it within 4 episodes in, I was going to drop it. But, oh man, this episode to me was definitely my most favorite, and it does get to show you that, you know, he is actually determined, you know, he's not going to give up. Yeah, the only thing that still holds me back a bit, that he still is a bit of a crybaby. He is still a bit nervous, you know, whiny kind of, you know, characters like that I'm not used to. But when it comes to Izuku, he kind of pretty much grows on me, you know, like a bit, and it turns out he could be someone quite good, and it turns out he also kind of reminds me a lot of like Simon the Digger back in like Gurren Lagann, how he was like that back then, but then he gained like a lot more mature and a lot more confidence, and you know, like he actually grew up a lot. So it kind of reminds me of that, like in some sort of way, like, you know, of him as well to compare to. So, you know, he is kind of growing on me, like after these 4 episodes. And, you know, after this whole setup when it comes to, you know, the way a hero's supposed to be, like actually saving lives instead of getting points for an exam, that was very smart. That was a very key lesson, because that's, you know, the whole point of being a hero. You gotta put yourself in the lives of others, pretty much. Like, yeah, even though it's dangerous, but if you're doing it for someone to actually protect someone that has no means of actually getting themselves in danger, then yeah, you know, that's actually a very smart lesson, you know, for the actual audience that it's targeted for. So that's actually really, really good. So we also find out at the end that All Might actually gets promoted to work at the UA High. So now that's pretty much where the real story begins, as now we get to see more of the rest of the exam. So now since he's finally in, we get to learn more about, you know, the class he's in, you know, etc. And judging from the preview, it kind of looks like he's in some kind of like game, like a sports game or something like that. Some kind of like sporting event thing that he's in, or whatever. So it looks like it's going to be another like exam or something like that. Or just to move on to the actual academy, or academy is what it's called. So yeah, that's basically it. Overall, I really like the way the direction the episode was going for. The animation overall, especially for the smash that Izuku did, was very well done. I love the animation style choice that they use. Even though I kind of wish Studio Trigger, the same people who did Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann, I wish they could have animated that a little bit more, because that would have been cool to have both studios actually work on this, because with this kind of style, it sort of fits. At least to me it does, but no, I guess Studio Bones, when it comes to their Soul Eater artwork, I guess, you know, it's fine, but I don't know, it just seems the way it looks, it should have maybe been them instead, but, you know, I could get pretty much used to this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So overall, with this episode, I do give a 5 out of 5, because it really does get to show you it's not always just about, you know, getting like the points. It's not just becoming a great hero by whooping villains' asses and stuff like that. It's basically just putting your lives in the sake of others, you know, basically protecting them for no reason for them to get hurt, and you pretty much have to put your life on the line to pretty much protect those that mean dear to you, you know, where you are and stuff like that. So that was a really, it might be been there, done that sort of lesson, but not really, because that's more like a superhero trope, and that's the main issue. So that was actually really smart. So I knew they were going to pull something really smart with that, which I'm really glad they did. It would have been really stupid if he didn't pass because he didn't get, you know, the points he needed. So I was actually really glad that it turned out the way it did. And the way the drama and the music set up, though, was really cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of the episodes 3 and episodes 4 of My Hero Academia. And this time I did catch up with it, so I will see you guys once again. And I will be sticking around for My Hero Academia episode number 5. And I especially can't wait because we are going to see this one girl that's actually catch my interest, called Suyu, which is like a frog girl. Oh my god, frog girl, I cannot wait to see her. So at least we are finally getting, you know, into these characters, so I am pretty hyped. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is the Ninja Reviewer signing out. Peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky's the limit. And my manga fans, keep supporting what you read, what you watch, and that's it. So see you guys later. Bye bye.